Quiz time, viewers. Without using Google, can you give me the name of the English international player who never received a yellow card in his whole career? I bet you can. Yes, welcome to the Omega Luke Gaming channel. I will be revealing the answer to the quiz, to today's quiz, in the middle of this video. So make sure you stick around to find out exactly who it is. Today we have a player spotlight on our hands. He is a free transfer to approach at the start of the game. All you have to pay is some compensation fee, and what a career he has. Shall we take a look? Make sure you're subscribed, make sure you like the video. Let's take a look. His name, viewers, is Bynoe-Gittins. He is also an English player who can play on the left-hand side, he can play up front, he can also play on the right. And this player, like very versatile, you can see has some decent attributes at the start of the game. He is, however, only 15 years of age. He has low determination in this save that we have right here, but that is a random attribute across his potential range, which, by the way, is 170. So this guy has the potential to reach 170, lowest 140. So throughout your Football Manager save, he could range from in between one of those numbers. Now, with this player spotlight, we are going to set him to 170, and we're going to send him on his way to a different club and see how he gets on throughout his career, viewers. Remember, he's only 15, and at the start of the game, he is approached to sign from Dortmund. He has just joined there, however, so you might struggle to get him, but you can approach to sign him. He does want to come to this club, so even though he has just moved, you might still be able to prize him away. But my head is slightly in the way. You only have to pay a compensation fee of £2.4 million. I'm going to remove my face, so you believe me. £2.4 million. That's how cheap he will be. So we're going to send him, viewers, to another team in the Bundesliga. And we're going to do something very different this time. Thanks to Thomas First, who did this simulation. We sent him to a struggling side in the Bundesliga. We're keeping him in the Bundesliga, then we're going to send him to a struggling side, because I'm just curious. Usually we send him to one of the top sides of their league, whether it be a lower league or a higher league. This time we're going to send him to Union Berlin in the Bundesliga, and I can't tell you how hard that's going to be for them. And so, viewers, we are at the end of the second season here, 2022, and Union Berlin are still in the Bundesliga. So he is having some kind of effect, because the first season, they are predicted to go down. They're a very small club in regards to the rest of the teams in the Bundesliga. So they've done very well to keep themselves up. We cannot see his name here right now, but I'm sure he has done something for us. And we are playing him, by the way, in this role, the Kamalas version 1. We're playing him in an inverted winger on support, as you can see here. A 3-star ability for this role. Kind of the position where he starts off with. And we can see, at 17 years of age. Now, the reason why we might see some different things in this is because you can only play in the Bundesliga once you are 17. So, although we're at the second season, he haven't played that much. But, that being said, his attributes has improved vastly already. We can see. So, a lot of 15s here as the winger. Very good. He's right-footed as well, so he is cutting in. We can see, we moved him to Union Berlin. He played 29 games this season, 1 goal, 3 assists, a 6.43 average rating. Not great, but they managed to stay in the league. That's the main thing. Let's go forward a couple more years. And it is at this point, the 2024 season, we can see Jamie has started to really put in the effort. Union Berlin finished in the top half, 51 points here. Jamie managed to get himself 11 assists across the season, which is the highest throughout the whole team. Not a high amount, but still the highest. Now, we can see 4 years on, at 19, he has grown into a very nice winger. We can see that 16 dribbling, good determination, good off the ball, some great physicals. Still no player traits. We haven't given him any player traits. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Don't really know whether they make that much of a difference, to be honest. This season, he played 35 games in total. He scored 13 goals and got himself 11 assists. And in the league itself, 12 goals, 11 assists, a 6.92 average rating. That's quite good for a team like Union Berlin to manage to put in the graft for that. But if we do take a look at how he has progressed, we can see a lot of him. Anticipation's gone up by 5, viewers. That's a huge amount. Some 4s there as well in vision. Some really good attributes going up in technicals. He's progressing very nicely at a steadily good pace. So which suggests he has good hidden attributes as well. So I'm happy with this. He's fairly determined personality, but it is time to move on. And he didn't actually accept the contract that Union Berlin offered him. Instead, he went to Bayer Leverkusen. So, naturally, we just let him do that. Instead of moving him and forcing him to go somewhere, he wanted to go to Bayer Leverkusen. We let him. And after 3 seasons at Bayer Leverkusen, we can see Jamie is really having a massive impact on how they play. He is the highest average rating in the club. He also has the most assists with 17, so he's continued that little role that he had at Union Berlin as putting in the most team assists. Leverkusen themselves are doing very well. Schalke won the league, but they were just behind in 2 points. Joint second there with Bayern Munich, third overall. So not too bad, but let's take a look at how he has done. We'll start looking at other competitions as well and any notable things that he has managed to do. But wow, oh wow, how good does his attributes look already? Now, I don't quite know whether this is the point where we have cranked him up to 170. That will definitely play a part very soon. But you can see his estimated value is £66 million. 66 million for this player. That is absolutely outstanding. We can see some really good physical attributes. The technical attributes are left to be desired, but like I've mentioned in a lot of different player spotlights recently, it's more about the physicals, more about the mentals, rather than the technicals. And we're going to see that quite a lot coming up in a lot of player spotlights coming up, because I've decided to just go for it in the regards to the technical attributes. When I don't think a player looks that good, if they perform well, it's obviously mental attributes and physical attributes which matter. Let's take a look at the history then. Last 3 years. Now, we can see a lot of goals, viewers. There might be a reason for that, and I'm gonna show you something you might have already noticed. To be fair, 23 goals in the first season, 6 assists. 27 goals in the second season with 6 assists, 20 goals, and 13 assists this season. In total, 31 goals. Last season, 43 goals. The season before that, 39 in 51 appearances. Average rating has taken a bit of a hike as well, and that is obviously because he's playing in a better team, so better players around him are enabling him to get a higher average rating. Now, the tactic we are using here, we have gone to the Phantom Menace and we have stuck him up top. I wanted to see what he was like up top. He has the attributes which I think would be really good for this pressing forward. Now, he has 14 aggression, but like I mentioned, he doesn't have the best finishing, but that 14 aggression, the acceleration, he has good off the board decision makings, anticipation, composure's low, but that's fine. I still wanted to give him a chance up top, and I think we're getting the best out of him from doing that. So maybe this, like I mentioned, he's a very versatile player. Maybe this could be really the role that you want to look at. Give him some player traits as a striker, train him in the final third, get that composure up slightly, and you could be looking at a very good striker. In other competitions, like I mentioned, the Europa League, they were knocked out in the semi-final by Leipzig. They haven't won that since, although that is being dominated by German clubs recently. The Bundesliga was won by Bayern Munich and Bayern Munich again. The season before, though, Bayer Leverkusen won it, but that was the season that he agreed to join. So since he has joined, they haven't managed to win the Bundesliga, but this is why I love the Bundesliga. So many random teams can just win it. Schalke winning it here. I guarantee they don't have the best team in the league, but they somehow managed to win it. DFB Pokal, they haven't won it since. But viewers, have they won the Champions League? We're going to have to find out later on. And the answer to your quiz question earlier, viewers, the English player who has never received a yellow card in his career is, of course, our Match of the Day presenter, Gary Lineker. Did you know that one? Let me know down in the comments. Now, the final season we have here, 2029, we have gone 9 years in the future. Jamie is now the highest average rating and the top scorer of the team with 47 goals this season. Now, they haven't won the league. Hertha Berlin has won it with 79 points. But let's take a look at our man, cranked up to the max. We can see an elite attacking midfielder. Of course, we're playing him up front still because he had scored that many goals. His composure's gone up by 1 yet again. But what a player we have. 5'10" as well, so he's no tiny player. He's doing very well, and he's still 24 years of age. He has an estimated value of £69 million. Naughty. Let's take a look at his history in the last 2 seasons. 28 goals and 3 assists. 42 and 43 in total. This season, though, 48 games, 47 goals. That's a high amount with 10 player of the matches just in the league. That's really high, and 13 player of the matches in total across the season with an average rating of 7.46, so he is playing really good in the league and a 7.39 in total. Competitions-wise, they were knocked out the first round of the Champions League. The DFB Pokal knocked out in the semi-final. They were in the Super Cup, which, Hertha Berlin, well, fair play. They have dominated things recently in the Cup. 4 wins in a row. Bundesliga then, we won it, viewers. We won it the season before last. So that's good. And the Champions League. Have we ever won it? We have not won the Champions League. But what I need to show you, viewers, one last thing. Jamie Bynoe-Gittins, and I'll just show that we are still playing the Phantom Menace here. He's done something extraordinary, viewers, because if we look at milestones here, some good milestones. Won the Bundesliga champions, never won the Champions League, unfortunately. But there is something that he has won. Let's take a look. He's only gone and won the Ballon d'Or. Guys, he's won the Ballon d'Or. A free transfer at the start of the game, £2.3 million is all you have to do to sign him, and he's won the Ballon d'Or in 2028, the last one that he had. So 44 appearances, 41 goals, beat out Sebastiano Esposito, a very favourite player here on the Omega Luke Gaming channel. I love that man. Obviously Peter Sal and Esposito for all you Youth to Gold veterans, and he's done exceptionally well. Look. 24 years of age, winning the Ballon d'Or. You don't get much better than that for a free transfer. So there we have it. What do you make of Jamie Bynoe-Gittins? What I make of him? Well, let's find out. 5 stars, of course, is how I rate these players. Cost is one of the first things that I take in consideration. He is a free transfer that you don't have to pay any transfer money. You will have to pay money. It does come out of your transfer budget, but it's a compensation fee of £2.3 million. That's a massive up for me. Definitely a massive up. Does his attributes per position match up? Well, he is suited to play on the left-hand side, and he can play that role really well. Great physicals, great mentals. Technicals are not the best that they can be, but I still think he is good enough to play in a number of positions as well. I mean, look how good he was as a pressing forward. Great aggression with good acceleration and pace and everything like that. So definitely a good one from me. Does he return the stats? Does he bring you goals and assists? Many seasons he was the highest assist, he was the highest average rating, and he scored the most goals. Definitely a yes from me. Does his value after a while increase to make sure that you're getting profit should you wish to sell him? Oh, he was up to £69 million at one point, naughty. So that's definitely a yes, considering you only paid £2.3 million. So yes, absolutely. And even after a couple of seasons, he was worth a lot of money as well. And does he have that something special? He won the Ballon d'Or. Of course he has something special. I cannot deny him of that. Although his attributes may not be the highest that they can possibly be, for a player to win something special, to be something special, he won the Ballon d'Or. So yes, it is a 5-star for Jamie Bynoe-Gittins, in my opinion. What is yours? Let me know down in the comments. And that brings us to a close for this player spotlight. I hope you've enjoyed it. Not to mention, this guy will probably get a work permit for you, should you be playing in the Premier League, because I know that can be a ball ache this season. So there we go. And this was also done on the previous iteration of the game. So the game obviously has had a recent update to correct some average ratings for key tackles and passes and things like that. So the fact that he's still getting that before, very good. I'm happy with that. What you pay for him is on the newest update. I hope that's not too confusing. And let me know also if you knew that Gary Lineker was the only international England player to never receive a yellow card in his career. What a stat that is. Anyway, we'll be back for some more player spotlights in the very near future, probably tomorrow. I'll see you soon. I'll see you then. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like the video. Bye bye.